Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Critically Average Adventures and welcome to Out in the Cold. This is a D&D campaign I'm playing with my friends and these are well, where are we? So we have some Kanzak's times again back in the city and pootling round the place, exploring and finding new locations within the city. Now, Mororook, you had visited a fortune teller, and they had given you a hideous vision of all your friends slain.
So that wasn't fun.
And you had decided to go and try and find somewhere to climb up. And too many guards around the tower. You did make your way back to the old platforms where you boarded the golems.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we find you, sitting in the night. A couple of guards come by, but they know who you are. Tips of the head, you're not asked to leave the wall. They kind of like politely nod. They don't stop you from moving up. They kind of bear their weaponry, but then realise your form, your shape. You're quite
it's me,
a standout character in the Kanzaks.
It's me, Mororook.
And one of them goes, wah! No, one of them goes,
oh, you do it so well.
one of them goes, no, that didn't happen. You climb up the wall, you climb up the platforms, and you sit looking into the wastes, looking north towards where you believe you must go. We had Sin and Nan. You, after looking at the damage caused by Sin falling through the roof of the Yak's tongue, after being released from some sort of lost and found department on the intergalactic planetary scale, seemingly looked after by a large white wall, and lots of hawks need to fix the roof. And you have been sequestered by your sort of patron, sort of, I don't know, landlady, to go and to go and sort out the go and sort it out basically. And you were approaching Krillin, and that's where we'll do our first bit.
This is when we've all taken a multi-class in Warlock and Treese is our patron.
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
that's
boy.
it. Like she turns out to be. That's it. Now we know who the baby is. It's Treese all along. You emerge. You are at the door. You hear this kind of muffled sound behind it. Sin, you tried the door. The door is locked. But there is like someone running to the door, or like something's happening behind that door. There is movement, but you can't. The voice is muffled. What do you do?
You're mute.
Sorry.
I'm tired. You're gonna have to give me a minute, I think.
Right. And then, if you remember, you knocked once and then knocked a bit louder.
I think at this point I was considering, and I think I said to Sim, maybe we should leave and come back. But if you said that it sounds like somebody is heading towards the door.
You can hear footsteps. You can hear a muffled
Long ditch.
Sin, shall we stay and see whether Krellin opens up, or should we?
Um, yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm just so tired.
that's okay.
Okay, so you stay at the door for a little while. There is commotion, banging, kind of crashing, stuff being moved around, and then the door is flung open, and loosely wrapped around, pulled around, is Krellin with the like a really big like Eskimo jacket, like covering pretty much everything.
Is it super late? Sorry, DM.
It's quite late.
Oh crap! Like we're talking like midnight.
We're talking, well, no, we're talking sort of maybe 10, 11-ish sort of like.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Coming
I
on,
thought
we're
it was
not,
like 8 or 9.
we're not early hours yet.
I mean, from
Okay.
downtime, it sounded like he was having a bath.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There is something leaking out of his mouth. There's like a clear fluid.
And he's not really speaking. He
He's
sort of
trying
made
to
some.
speak. He's gesticulating furiously with his mouth.
Is there something wrong? Is this normal?
Is this
We-
how Norman speaks?
No, he normally. I don't think so. This isn't normal. We have a big problem. We have a hole in our roof. We need some waterproof material quite urgently. I wouldn't ask this late for something, but pushing Sin a little bit. Well, not pushing, but kind of a little bit closer to Sin.
Nudging? Like
Not
nudging?
maybe gently, sort of. Nan clearly does not want to have this conversation with Krellin.
There's a gesture to come inside. He slams the door. And he's gesturing to come behind the counter.
I'll go. I'll go with him. I'll follow.
And there's a kind of curtain pulled aside. And there's a room, and there is looks like something akin to what's in the bathhouse in the back, like a shallow bath in the back.
All right.
And
Okay.
Quentin's like cape kind of falls off of him, and he's just wearing like a kind of a smock type thing. And he walks to the far side, turns around and looks at you guys, and then just goes, and out of his mouth fly these balls, gelatinous lumps fly from his mouth into the pool and onto the thing. About 50 tadpoles. Giant tadpoles like this big, all twitching in their little eggs. It's like, did you have to? No, I've just got them all to sleep.
Sorry, I didn't know you were a parent. Do you have any waterproof material? I don't like Krellin either. Even though they're a parent of hundreds.
Even assholes are capable of having kids. I'm sorry.
This is true.
Krellin,
I don't think Colin's an asshole particularly, but
it's just got
like-
manners that are not appropriate.
yeah, they're just like a little bit.
I
There's
mean,
just-
he forgot that by touching me he could kill me. But yeah, okay, cool. We'll just forget that.
He's like this skeezy person that that everyone knows is sort of
Skeezy.
yeah, skeezy sort of person.
That harmless old man pervert at the bar that everybody kind of just accepts.
He goes,
Yeah,
well,
that
you'll
eats
have to
like
let-"
pickled eggs or something.
He says, you can, I've got materials, yeah. I've got materials, but you're going to have to help me settle these.
Okay, well, I've Sin, have you ever settled tadpoles? I've not. If you can tell me what to do, I will try.
Gets into wild shape into a frog and sing them a lullaby underwater. Or something.
Don't push your luck.
I don't think that's Sin's style. I think that
Little kids are like other animals. It can't be that hard.
I don't think you can be a frog, so
Alright, I'm gonna try to calm down the kids. Do I use animal handling for that?
Yeah,
or like
you can, yeah, animal handling, but tell me what you do also. We want to know how you go about this tending to
oh my
gelatinous
fuck.
balls of tadpole.
She's inside.
The weekly bands.
She should be in international room.
Well, you can't get mad at me for trying to make sure.
Yeah, I
the
know,
cat's
I know, I know.
healthy.
I get it.
It's the weekly catch up of where the cat is. At the same time every week.
every time.
what do the? I can maybe assist. What do the tadpoles? Do they
Yeah,
look
I'll
like?
go ask the dad. How would he know when you put them to sleep?
I sing, but I'm sung.
All right, I'll
Sung a
sing.
little heart out. Do you know any different songs? You can see they're like twitching, like unsettled in their jellies.
All right, I'll sing them a song. Being
Oh, let's-
Elvis, Sylvan.
Let's have a
I can't
performance
sing.
check then.
Well,
Performance.
can I maybe use? Let me see what thaumaturgy does again. See whether it can. Like, I think it's about making things like. Can thaumaturgy do like a nightlight type thing? Maybe like a
That would be more like what's it called?
more like
Dancing lights.
yeah. It says dim flames to dim, so not lights.
Okay, you can maybe like
I don't know.
make the lights, keep the heat, but make it,
I know.
more
She's
sort of like
doing- 'cause she keeps biting me.
nurturing, like a sort of like a crib type.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing that I can do to try and assist.
I'm gonna look for oatmeal. Let's say if there's 0 okay, so stop.
So you cat retrieved.
All right, so I'm a sing, and then she was gonna do what?
Nan is going to sort of dim the lights, make it more sort of cozy. You can change. You can't change the color. Can you change the color with thaumaturgy? Yeah? Is that the one you
You
can?
can,
can't you? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
How are
I
we
think
going to sing anyway?
All right. So you said performance, right?
Yeah, yeah. Give us a performance.
That's a straight roll.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Hey, that's pretty good. 16.
Okay. And you cast your thaumaturgy. They seem to be calming down a bit. He's like, you can pet them.
I don't touch kids. They're gross. Kids in general. Just
I don't mind. doing some soothing. They're in a pool, right? Like a sort of
it's like, imagine like a paddling pool, but with a small layer of warmed water that is part of this heating.
Okay, I'm not going to think about too deeply like what this water might actually contain, like that might not just be water, like whether or not Krellin's been in it or not. So, but you know, when you go to like an aquarium and you sort of like, you know, have the petting area of the aquarium.
Where you can touch a stingray, that kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, I think I'm
used to
using
it.
those rules. So you put your hand in and you wait for them to pass.
Mhm.
In a sense.
The pool is pretty like edge to edge with gelatinous orbs of tadpole. So wherever you put your hand is goop. So you slide your hand into this translucent jelly and begin sort of tell me how you do this. I don't want to tell you how you do it.
What my gelatinous jelly calming. I think it's about matching the rhythm of like Sin's song with sort of maybe motions. I think that's what I'm trying to do. So whether it's just like whatever movements there are, I think that's the idea.
Yeah, so you start matching your kind of gesticulation to the beat, and you're trying to get your hand over all of them. So you kind of have to push some along, and then the rest of them kind of move around in like one of those strange, remember those logic puzzles with the tiles that you slide round, where there's always one missing, and you can kind of move around the pool to the edges and kind of start calming them down. And Krellin says, "Ma,
All I
Sin,
see is us abusing
what
cat.
did you sing?"
A song about this in war, but it's in Elvish, so it sounds pretty nice.
Okay, I like it. So you sing and you sort of soothe, and Krellin kind of assists on the side the couple that are starting to get a bit more twitchy, and then you see this kind of like effect that kind of ripples out when one of them's starting to get a bit twitchy, and he's like,
If you lick it, we're gonna
he kind of pats and rolls them in the space like this, and then it seems to calm them down. And he says, "What is it you wanted?"
just make sure she doesn't lick it.
What did you come in here for? What are you banging at my door at this time of night? My establishment is closed.
So I fell through the roof
A
of
roof?
the accent, and Tree sent us here to get materials to repair. Yeah,
Trees
Tree.
finger. Oh. All right. I'll forgive you then. Right. Hold on. Plenty of waterproof stuff around here. Made this pool myself. What do you think?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah? You want one?
Well, I don't really have anywhere to live right now in the city, so to speak.
Where are you staying?
Right now at the Jackson.
I knocked the one up there. Ask Trees. I installed a pool. And a heating system of my own design.
Yeah,
And some pipes. Is that? Oh, and then he rustles around in one of his cupboards and says, "Here are." He hands you these kind of stretched leathers that are waterproof. There's a couple of lengths that should do you. Yeah.
How much is this gonna be?
If you return them, because it's for Trees, just have them.
Okay. What are you doing? Hi.
And you are able to leave and go back to the yak. Arden and Nyala, you are heading towards the towers for a private appointment with Gretch. You There's a vote. You are making your way there, and you can rap upon the door if you wish.
Yep. Rock up to the
The
tower
little-
and knock, knock, knock.
Shut up. Same eyes that you recognise to be Gretch.
Quitath Nest.
He squints at Nyala.
Hello.
Opens the door properly. He's wearing some sort of dark purple, almost like a smoking jacket type thing.
Of course he is.
A more casual sort of garment than what you've previously seen. He said, Van Arden, welcome, and who is your friend?
This is Nyala. I thought you might have recognized her. She's champion of the city, apparently.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting to. I'm ever so sorry.
It's all right. It was a last-minute thought. She's very arcanely talented.
A wizard.
So there's that too. I thought maybe she'd be useful.
Come then, come. Be cold. Come on.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcomed into the sort of arcade that you have, the Wizard shopping mall, and you are led along past to his gate, and then up one of the sets of stairs, and round a set more, and here and there, and eventually you're led to some sort of private apartments that seem to be Gretch's. You can see that there is a fire burning, 2 large wing-backed chairs set to the fire with a decanter of some description on the table with 2 glasses set. And there is beautiful things in this room.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yes, I've collected my fair few share of things.
How long have you?
Trinkets.
How long have you been in the employ of the tower?
I am the employee of the tower.
Right. Oh. Sorry, I
Well, that
didn't
certainly
realize you
helped.
were so highly esteemed.
I myself am not a mere collector, not very well trained in the arcane arts, but I have a passion for it and like to keep my hand in. Eyes on the
Yes.
floor, you know.
Right, so you're more of a private investor.
You could say that, yes.
Well, if you need
Any
some
beans
kind
with
of
those little-
insight on an object, I'm here, so you can ask me.
Right.
Yes, I've consulted many wizards and druids and looked at many strange things, but the one your friend has, Van Arden, is a most peculiar object, and I think only maybe the only one in existence, and thus very valuable.
Or
Quite.
the way we find it is certainly peculiar.
And less said about the better. Kratathnas, sorry. How did you know when I first came to the tower? When I showed you the weapon that I bartered with, and even in fact this artifact here, how were you so certain that they were of monkish origin?
Sorry, why were you so certain that they were?
Why were you so certain they were of monkish origin?
Well, when there was a monastery, we were a place of throughput, shall we say. Many of your brethren have made their way via Kirkanzax to Maud and Sal, and then to Southgate and beyond. And when they leave, as you must have yourself before, or or people you know of, you would be armored.
Right. Well,
Oh, right. On the map, we're traveling towards the Kakanzax. That became it's a map of we found there.
um,
Yeah.
I've seen them, but never. I mean, most of your kind would never dream to part with an item such as this.
well, these are different times, and this particular item, just to let you know now, I will not be parting with. As you have said, it
That
is
is a shame.
unique.
I can understand how something such as that would be sentimental, maybe.
To some, I would expect, maybe, yes. Well,
He's going to insight check you to see if you think that it's that. So, are you trying to deceive that you're not sentimental about it, or what are you trying to?
I wouldn't say Arden is sentimental about it, but he certainly thinks it's valuable and not worth giving away. If it's such a powerful and unique object, it probably belongs in the hands of others within the order, back at Kareen, if anything.
Okay, so yeah, he rolled pretty high, so he kind of gets that. Is that he gets it? It's not sentimental. So he's like, what is it that draws you to it if it's not sentimentality?
If it is, as you say, unique, powerful, and valuable, then it's important that it is protected and has a place and a home in the right hands.
I can see that.
To be short, it doesn't like spice in his life.
Not to say, Kratathnas, that your hands are the incorrect ones, but such items of these need to be protected from those who would misuse them.
It is a relic, is what that is. And relics should be kept safe. And if not kept safe, as you say, they can fall into the wrong hands. If this allows you to scry and see, and as you just as you kind of suggested, then those with greater arcane artistry may be able to use it in other ways. Maybe people hiring your order can do this also.
Well, that would be that for them to discover. But as before, we made a deal. You put me on towards Rita, although we haven't spoken to him yet.
Really?
Yeah, I
He's
was
open all the
sleeping when we
time.
came.
Sleeping.
Well, he seemed to be asleep when we visited, so we thought best leave it till tomorrow.
I don't think I've ever seen him sleep. Peculiar.
Well, everyone requires sleep sometimes.
Well, elf only sleep like 4 hours, so
Sleep is sleep. Look, we made a deal. It turns out we didn't need him to scry for our friend in the end anyway. She fell through the ceiling a few hours ago.
Oh,
Yes, odd. Anyway, but Retha will still be of use to me for locating other people. So yes, the deal's a deal. Takes out the symbol. Yeah.
Can
Is
you
there a
make a
table nearby?
do you make a
or-
perception check?
Okay. Uh-oh.
Do I make one too?
No.
Come on. That is a 17.
As you go to get that, you realise your pieces of crystal are missing. Your piece of crystal is missing.
Right. I don't flinch, and I just carry on as normal, like nothing's happened.
He takes his long fingers and takes it ever so carefully, and then grabs the device that you've seen before, the lenses, and starts pouring over it. Mororook, you're sat on the wall looking north. Tell us what goes on.
So yeah, it's kind of just sat there, kind of almost trying to hold back tears, kind of. So he knows where that he has to go and kind of see what the hell's going on, but he doesn't want to leave his friends, but he doesn't want to take them with him because of what he saw. And at the same time, he's kind of in two minds as to whether what he saw was true, but he doesn't want to risk it being true and then not doing anything. So he's going to kind of stand by the wall for a couple of hours, and then after about 2 hours, he's going to stand up and kind of wipe away the tears and kind of walk back towards the yak. And then, when he gets back to the yak, he's going to kind of go in, get a drink, and just sit down and just kind of plan his next move, whether it's go off and see what the hell's going on up north, or kind of stand around and ignore the dream. Kind of wants to kind of gather his thoughts as to whether he believes what he's seen was real. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So there's a sort of time-lapse moment as you're sat there with your thoughts, and the bar obviously quite happening at this time of the evening, people swilling, people laughing, and you're sort of in a negative space. There's almost a grey around you.
Yeah, I kind of try and kind of sit in the corner, like away from everyone. Kind of like Aragorn and Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah, So the action goes on. There's people, there's beer spilled, there's people hugged, there's people slapped on backs, and the bar is going and going and going. And then it gradually peters out, and you are obviously welcome at all hours. Coming over to you and slides along. You're in the bench, but the opposite side, not your bench, not the sleeping sin bench, the other side of the ring, not in your usual space. And you're on the Sletney Death bench. And you sliding a small glass of something toxic and small and clear in this little glass, and another one with a bottle in hand. Little trees.
What's this?
I've seen that look on face before.
figures owning the bar and everything. Probably
Yeah.
had your fair share of existential crises.
Yeah, you look like something's eating you. It might be something that's undead. What's that?
It's not undead. It's just I don't quite know what it is. It's there's something that I'm not quite sure of.
Well, have you solved the problem? You're in yourself thinking about this right now. If you were to look at it not as yourself, how would you solve this? Take away your personal feelings. And she slides a thing. This might help.
What is it? Just drink it.
She knocks on back herself.
Yep.
Immediately, the bottle.
Yep, that's going to help. So I saw something, and I'm in two minds as to whether I believe it. I saw a place that I recognized, but I can't remember why. I saw a man that I recognized, and I can't remember why. This man was in pain. He was hurting. And then I saw the others. Dead at my feet. I know that I have to go and find this place and see where it is, what it is, but I don't want to put everyone else in danger. I don't want them to end up dead because of me.
You care about them very deeply, don't you?
Yes, very, very much so. And if
You
I
try
can,
not to let on, I can tell, but
yes, because letting on about caring for someone hasn't gone down too well in the past.
you know, caring doesn't make you weak.
I know. Just showing it sometimes can.
I can understand that. Sometimes I'm a bit short with Nan. I don't mean it. For her own good.
Yeah.
For what's best for her. And for you, and for the rest of them.
Mm.
Anyone who's a friend of Nan's, well, not anybody, but you seem to have done good for her. She seems to be, I don't know, becoming more herself around
Good.
you. And as much as I have guided her, her independence makes me very proud.
So it should. Nan is a wonderful, wonderful friend, companion, and someone that I would give my life for, as with the others.
They
Which is
all-
why I know that I can't drag them into whatever this is. I can't take them with me. I don't want them to suffer and die because of my selfishness.
That's exactly right. You are being selfish. You know what you should do?
What?
You should let
then choose.
I was afraid you were going. I was afraid you were going to say that.
You shouldn't make decisions for them.
It's not that I'm making a decision for them. It's that I'm making a decision for the good of them, for their protection, for their safety.
But you know what happens when someone thinks they know best for someone, and it's not always the
I
right
know.
course of action. Sometimes
know.
you're right, like I've been right before about Nan and the other lot. Sometimes I'm wrong, like asking you guys to go and fetch cheese.
In my defense, that wasn't me. Arden was the one that fucked it up.
You dropped it.
You're not there. Shut up.
You did murder a lord with a wheel of cheese in my bar.
Arden murdered him first. And we brought him back
I suppose.
twice.
Anyway, water under the bridge. I'll leave you with this. I'm gonna leave you with this. She finishes her second shot. Think about what I've said, and think how your friends would feel.
Thank you, Therese.
That's very well. And she has to
Indeed.
do all the benches are designed, even in her place, for like for the not for her for their height, so they have to kind of slide along a bit, scoot, and then hop down and then go up. And they vanish behind the bar, and you hear feet up the stairs to the room. You guys are Sin and no, you are carrying between you a roll of sort of leather tarp. What are you doing? How are you handling this? It's quite a large piece for the large hole. You're just wandering back over the ice and snow, and it's
I just
cold.
always wonder who Diaz is talking to.
I think the cat.
I think it might be the cat.
That looks like telling a cat off to me. Yeah.
Get off my dice, cat. Get off my dice.
Oh, why is
Oh.
a cat? Oh, the food.
Is that melon bread? Sorry, it looks like melon bread.
What is it?
What's melon bread?
Oh, melon bread is like this. Anyway, no.
Discord share for melon bread later.
Yeah.
It's a concha. I don't know what you guys would call it over there.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah.
Is that the cornbread?
No. I'm trying to figure out how to say it in English because I only ever say it in Spanish.
Link us it. Later on. Yeah, and then we can investigate.
So we need to patch up this hole. My idea, Sin. So Sin, I think one of us needs to maybe get on the roof. Because if we try to do it from the inside, then the water is still, or the snow is still going to collect. So it needs to go over the top of the roof and be weighted down. So that is the roof flat or is the roof angled, Pete?
It is an angled roof, and it's it's got 2 stories. There is a slightly lower section on the outside that kind of covers over where the stables bit. That's only 1 story. If you look at the map, you'll see that there is a this sort of darker brown section. If you look at that, that is a 1-story piece of the building.
Oh, so that would be a good place to be getting up to then get up.
Yeah. But
I think we need something heavy to keep it there until we repair the roof, but we don't want it to be permanent because we need to give this back to Krellin. So we don't really want to really nail it. We also, I don't know whether we have hammer and nails, maybe treesewood. But yeah. I don't think heavy weapons would be a good idea, Luke, because again, like the cheese incident, what if they fell off the roof and impaled a lord or a... I'm here to stop you from killing more lords.
It worked out okay last time.
Yeah, exactly. Me and Luke,
Yeah, I mean the problem
You
solved.
killed
right?
a guy twice.
we didn't
No,
kill
three
Three
him.
times,
Three
technically.
times.
Yeah, but you killed him twice.
I killed him twice. Rook killed him once. How
You
many
got any-
times can you kill one person? Jesus Christ.
A lot.
It was one of the funniest games.
Um, anyway, we don't need to keep bringing it up.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
You realize
Yes,
this is
we
going to follow you the rest of your life.
3 campaigns later, and I'm still haunted by the cheese.
He's the cheese
Yes.
guy.
Cindy, do you have ideas on how to fix the roof? Because I have an idea, unless you do.
Well, I was just gonna like either use the weapons that we have to like, impale it there, or like use the stones outside if we can find any. But it's slanted, isn't it? You said it was slanted.
So I've remembered my training now, my real life training. The way that you do this is you tie ropes to the corners of the tarp. You either make a hole and tie rope through a hole, or you tie it like around, and you weight one end and you put, so it's like so you throw it over the one side of the roof, and so the weight pulls it taut.
Yeah.
And then ideally, again, you use ropes to kind of fasten it to either like piping or any kind of trees or structures or anything like that. So essentially, it's like it's using physics to keep it in place.
Yeah, you're weighing it down from either corner of this thing.
Yeah.
This looks like a reasonable plan. However, 2 stories.
Alas. Oh, so it needs to go over to...
No, it's just the height of getting
Did
the
you need
initial
to get up
weights
there?
over the top. You've got to climb a building. You've got to scale a building of some sort.
Oh, whatever we were going to do, we'd need to scale. One of us needs to scale a building. Who feels...
Luckily, one of you can turn into something that can climb or fly.
Or you can still ask me to borrow Queenie.
I have a climber's kit, apparently.
Yeah, same here.
I gave everybody a climber's kit.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that these tools are more for mountain climbing rather than for like
Climbing up
in-city
inside of a building.
parkour style climb?
Oh, wait.
Don't you have any
Am I
equipment?
proficient?
Nan might
Yeah.
remember that Arden has a grappling hook
Mhm.
as well.
I mean, I've got... Also, Arden gave me 4 lengths of rope, so we can use 4 lengths of rope for each corner. So,
You got all the rope.
yeah. But it will use all of my rope. I'll have to go
Rope
get more
for
rope.
days! Okay, yeah. So who's climbing on the roof? What's going on?
Go for it, Sim.
All right.
You got this. Unless you don't want to. I don't want to force you to.
No, it's fine. I got it. Oh, okay.
Sin makes a second hole in the roof.
All right. Pete. What type of animals that have I seen can climb? Because there's ape, baboon,
Wolf spider.
a wolf spider. Oh, I've seen one of those.
But you need to
Really?
take the tarp with you. So you need to
Yeah.
be like...
You need something that's capable of carrying as well as
Got
climbing.
shitloads of
Yeah.
legs.
And I don't really need a rope if I'm gonna just use like the web, technically.
Oh, use the web.
That's
That's
good.
smart. That's cool as well.
Strong shit. That. Who needs rope?
Nan's-
When you've got web.
Nan's holding
Yeah.
the rope like, okay, puts it.
Spider web is that
That's like
incredibly
really
strong.
hopeful with 4 lengths of rope. Like you're like,
Oh.
And now I have a terrible idea of Sin transforming into a spider and a giant spider, and us just keeping the
just
string
pulling it
out
out of him.
and making some shit out of it.
This is grim. This is slightly grim. I
Hey,
don't wanna
this is
imagine pulling
reality.
web out of
We
Sin.
humans did this for a
Wait,
very
what?
long time.
Yes.
What? I got distracted. I was looking something up. What happened?
They were talking about not forcibly, but like using you like a
Harvesting
spider form as a
you.
cotton reel, and just pulling out spider silk from your abdomen.
Wow, that's just abuse.
We did this.
Abuse.
Yeah,
We humans did this. There were factories. There were dozens of factories about
that's how
this.
silk's made, from the worms.
Alright, well, I'm gonna turn towards a giant spider. Use the legs to keep them in place. Do the web thing too. So like and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are you attach that to the top?
Yeah. Like basically what Nan told me, I'm gonna just do all of that.
Cool. So in this, in the dusk, you suddenly see this elven creature sprout more legs from the side, and then multiple eyes pop up on the top of the face, and then eventually mandibles, and they're a giant spider, and they oh dear, I made check. And you it sort of webs the corners, goes up and drapes the webs down either side. You now have your weights, your ropes, your ropes, but you don't have your weights.
Well, I thought Sin was going to suggest that the corners get stuck down with web.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Was
I
that?
like that.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they were.
Okay, yeah, that can quite easily happen. I think that's an achievable thing for a spider to sort of knit a web, maybe even over the top of the tarp, to kind of like hold it in place. Yeah. So the roof is patched.
Oh, I realized I can make bomb ass haunted house for Halloween if I could turn into a spider. Think about that. Like,
Yeah.
don't really have to waste any money. I could just make it myself.
Yeah. You got your very own haunted house.
Is there a Halloween in this world?
Yeah, is there?
You tell me. Should we have a Halloween special?
Oh God.
We should.
Yes. Yes.
Don't need more of an excuse to give Celia to wear cat ears to an episode.
What did we do? What did we do? Did we do Christmas special? No. We didn't.
I didn't think I started playing until after Christmas.
No. I did a Christmas special with the other guys. That's what I did. I'm just trying to think what I did. Like
There was some kind of episode where like people whacked out ears and horns and things like that. I don't know what prompted it, but Eri showed off her horns.
Oh yeah.
Celia showed off her ears.
Yeah.
And then I think the swords came out.
Yeah.
Started
And then
comparing swords.
and then George worried us all with his impressive LARP connection, and then his Minnie Mouse ears. I
That
think
was
that-
when you made as a Katu mask.
I think I did that a couple of weeks later for my birthday, wasn't it? I think I did the Cat mask. I'm sorry, getting distracted, reminiscing on how much fun we've had.
Nightmare mask. Anyway,
yeah. So the roof is apparently fixed. Niala and Arden, you are sat round while this goblin just turns these things in his hands, and he says, after some time, "Come sit," and like gestures you to the fire. "Hold on, I'll get something for you, Niala." And he
goes and finds like a footstool. This is obviously set up. It was kind of set up for Arden and him to talk, and you all like juxtaposition on this.
After you, Niala, you choose where you want to sit.
What a gentleman you are. I think this is the right term. Is this the right term for gentleman?
Please just choose somewhere to sit.
Okay, damn. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, whatever. This one.
Are you in a chair or are you in a stool?
Hmm?
Are you on the chairs, one of the big chairs, or are you sat on a stool?
Stool.
Okay, you choose a stool. So there's large wingback chairs available for you. He's like, hold on, I'll fetch another glass, and goes to a rather lovely cabinet.
Oh, I don't drink, so the two will be fine.
Not at all. You must partake on fluids.
Well, yes, but
Your metabolism works.
thank you.
Just giving some water or just, I don't know, syrup.
I have a selection of juices.
I'll be fine with anything.
Hold on. And he pulls down a few things. The back to you, and the kind of arms are out. The arms of the cape are long, and there's some sort of clattering, and then of some sort of thing, and he comes back to the to the chair. Have you taken a seat?
Yes.
He comes back to the seat. Niala, you see him come back to the seat. But he kind of comes around the side of the wing and hands you this thing, and it's like multi-layered yellow, orange, and blue on the top, packed with crushed ice.
That's interesting.
No, he's handing that to Arden. Sorry.
Oh.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Now, Madam Niala,
Yes.
can I tempt you? And he gestures towards the decanter on the table.
You may.
Very well.
Surprise me. I
Oh,
like that in a man.
not this. Surprise. Well, maybe something will surprise you. Or maybe a
Can we limit-
surprise that is a reminiscence. Hold on. And he goes back over to the cabinet and starts pouring some a different liquor and brings it back. So this is a deep red, like in little shots like this. It's thick and as you smell it, it's sweet, but the spices in it remind you of home. The smell.
Okay. What is it?
It's a liquor brewed from, I believe, maybe your homeland.
Really? How would you know my homelands?
Well, not to be racist, but your race.
Oh. Yeah, I guess some people could think that. I'm actually from an island where I grew up alone. But that's actually interesting because I have never actually met a tabaxi.
No.
Never.
So you grew up in the wild.
Yeah, pretty much. And if you ask about me being a wizard, it's complicated.
No. So
That's not what interests me.
Oh.
What? So how your parentage? Sorry, I'm a curious individual, and as you can see, historical things fascinate me and the stories behind them. You, never meeting a tabaxi, being of a tabaxi, the familial units are normally very tight.
I guess, but I don't know anything about my own race, so I wouldn't know.
Oh. Are you not? Are you not very familiar with Lytiana and her great library?
I actually am. The showings.
Yes, I had the feeling that you were, and well, I'm very observant. You then surely should look into it. You have the access to one of the largest collections of knowledge and books anywhere. You could find your heritage, you could find your lineage maybe in the records within there. Or if not, a little, signpost, a waypoint, some might say it, on where to move forwards, maybe to, only if you're interested. Some people will not want to know their past too muddy, too dark, maybe.
Well, I do. I'm curious about my own race and meeting one of my, someone like me.
Yes.
I don't know if I ever want to find out really where I come from. But I'm a wizard, and I am a very curious one. So I might be dead after, so as you know, curiosity kills a cat.
He doesn't know that idiom. So he just kind of tweaks his head and says,
Now, enjoy, please. Now, Art, Van Art, and Sarah, if I may. This, how does it?
How does it what?
How do you do it?
I don't know. I just do. Here, takes it in his hand and uses it.
yeah, it seems almost instinctual to you. And you see 3 rivers meeting, pouring down from a mountain. The mountains.
Okay.
A dark town in the midst. It's only a brief glimpse because you weren't really intending to
Yeah, it was just a
kind of-
momentary thing.
search, but you just kind of get a feeling that you just hold it and will it.
Is this
Okay.
the Red Mountain Peaks, or is this particularly another town in some other mountains that I might know of?
It's one you will very much know of.
Okay. Right.
I am going to chunk as a drink.
Okay. It's very sweet. It's like slightly like aniseed sort of taste to it, but like syrupy molasses type thing. Do you remember? I don't know if you ever had these things called atomic fireballs.
Oh.
They were like a hot sweet, like a hot spicy
They were
sweet.
horrible.
I never had those, so
Okay, it's kind of like combining chili and aniseed, basically that kind of taste, but it's a bit sweet as well when you drink it down.
okay. Is this catnip? I gotta ask.
No, nothing so crude.
But yeah, so
Another
I've-
Liara.
Oh yes, definitely.
Top shot.
yeah, so Arden's used it. Did that gain any reaction from him?
He said he says your eyes glazed. What did you do?
I just used it. You usually when I use it, I think of something I want insight on.
Mhm.
For instance, when we lost our friend, I focused on my friend and thought about what might be the future considering her, and it showed me something.
What did it show you that time?
You didn't told me that.
Yes, well, it. Imagine reading a book,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't start at the beginning and you skip a few chapters halfway through the book and you just read one paragraph. It doesn't give you much context. You don't really know what's going on except from that one moment in time. Sometimes it's quite clear, sometimes it's vague, sometimes you have no idea what's going on. And that's when I haven't used it very much, but that's when I'm focusing on something. I presume with practice there are those that have more control over how long they see for, what they see. I don't know. But for instance,
Yeah.
just now I wasn't even thinking about what I was thinking of or looking for or hoping to see, and it just gave me a mild flash of a distant location that I've seen before. So yes, well.
Well then, may I? Just one last
Cer-
look.
Certainly.
Although, as I've said, I don't wish to partake. He kind of just turns it and then goes back to the goggles and just sat there. What a curious thing.
Nyala's going to whisper to Arden. Why didn't you tell me
Tell you what,
about Sin, the vision you had?
it wasn't exactly helpful, so it didn't feel like mentioning.
There's still clues. I have a good memory, so you can tell me, and when if
Okay, maybe later.
Yeah.
For now.
He says, after looking at you, hands you it back and says, now, we discussed before, or you rather suggested, moreover, that if you should find any items that might spark my curiosity, that you might be able to bring them to me or trade them or something. Where do you do back to do any more adventuring?
Well, we're only here for maybe a couple more days, and then we plan on going off to the Renmain Peaks. Maybe a stop at Vermilion along the way.
To the west?
Yes, indeed. There was one more thing I wanted to ask you, though.
Very well.
It was about-
stands by the fire and he's now sipping his version of the drink.
Originally, when I asked you about my card, you mentioned Hemocraft
Yes.
and blood being strong magic,
That it is, yes.
which we were originally going to use to scry on my friend, and as you said, somebody who's skilled with scrying could use that blood connection for a stronger, more accurate
Yes,
reading,
it's
I suppose.
I believe the term you may have heard of this, young Nyala, sympathy.
Anyway, I was wondering if I provided you with, I don't know, pieces of leather or pendants or something like that, that if me and my friends all used our blood on each of these items, you would be able to conduct that craft on each of those items so that if any of us were to be split from the others, we'd be able to locate them, find them.
An interesting supposition.
That
Now,
would work. With a
I don't
bit-
so much cast spells, rather, as I said, my abilities are as a collector. However, the pen that I use binds you by blood to your card. For a sum of gold, we could maybe create several cards for each of your party.
Would it be
Each of them
limited to
signed?
cards? Would we be able to do something different, something less obvious to those who, for instance, if somebody was captured, maybe something that looks less valuable that would be taken from them?
You need something that connects to them, not the other way around. Someone would have to be the holder of the items.
Well, the idea is that all of our blood would be on each item would have all of our blood, so that it otherwise it would only be one person being able to find another person, rather than all of us being able to find one person. For instance, at the moment, that card that was in Sin's possession,
Yes.
we were able to find it because it had my blood on it.
Yes.
But if Sin had the card which had her blood on it, well, Sin wouldn't be here for us to find.
I see what you mean. You wish to imbibe several items with each of your bloods within it, and then use it to sort of link you by blood, almost like a family.
Not well, I didn't think of it like that. I was thinking more in a way of,
Families are linked by blood.
I suppose, when you put it like that. It was more of a, I don't know, a safety thing.
I don't know of an object that could contain. How many people would it be?
There's only the 5 of us.
5 hematology charms. That is some complex weaving, multiple charms upon one object.
If not, then don't worry.
It
it was
is
just a thought.
complex. I'm not saying it cannot. It's not something that I have ever seen. Again, something like this would be most valuable.
Well, maybe I'm here for a couple of days, so maybe I could help you figuring that out.
I do not have the skill.
Oh.
The answers. I shall go to my things and look through, and maybe I can find something that might suit. Anyway, it's getting late. I must rest. We must open the towers early in the morning.
No problem. In regards to business, then I can always come back tomorrow, but I would like to have a new card. Now that has been. Oh no, I don't. I've actually got my card here. Oh, I found it. Here, this is my card, and there was that matter of business where I was after the javelin that I
Is it a
mentioned.
returning property, I believe it.
Yes.
Okay.
Come see me in the morning. I think we have something of the kind in stock.
Oh, I wanted to
Wonderful.
ask, do you have by chance an elven chain?
Elven chain doesn't tend to make its way down here, not in disassembled. I'm afraid. I believe there is a fine collection of armor, though, at Mordensow.
Yeah, but you know, I'm a wizard and we don't really do armor. Except those things.
Well, the king there. Never mind. It's late.
What was the cost of that javelin, by the way?
See me in the morning, and I shall work out a price. I don't have the price for it at the moment. So
No, that's fine, no problem. Well, thank you for your time, and hopefully it was a good use of it, and you enjoyed seeing the symbol. But thank you.
it's a curious thing.
Um,
Have you ever wondered, Arden, before you go? This does not look to me human made.
with all the things that I've seen, I don't know what's human made and what isn't.
Look here. And he points round the sort of the way it's beaten. He's like, this is fine. This is, I don't know, gnomish somehow. I get the sense.
Right.
Wait, let me get my notes.
Just out of curiosity, and mind you, just out of curiosity, what would it be worth?
Rare item. It is probably priceless. It would certainly call in a monetary value and probably even more value. One of the things of most value. Favors.
Well, would you be thinking like mod a cart might have something to do with this?
Martin Cott. Ha. Those two. It could be of their work.
Anyway, as you say, it's getting late.
It would be Mott if it was either.
I see. Thank you for your time. We will come tomorrow for more insight and purchase. Have a good night. This is interesting.
Can you make
for the-
a constitution
drink.
save? Yeah, just as you stand up.
Oh,
See how
boy.
much the booze has gone to your head.
Oh, dear. Constitution, right?
Strong
Yeah.
stuff.
11.
You get up wobbly.
Oh.
Your head's fuzzy, and you get that kind of, where you kind of start to see a few stars, and you take a stumble, but you're not incapacitated in any way. Arden, you would see this.
Okay. Can you give me your hand? Oh boy. I didn't realize how hard it is.
There is a grin. Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. If you've partaken in my hospitality a little too much. It'll keep you warm on the walk home. The night is cold.
Oh, I
Good evening,
bet.
Kathnas. See you tomorrow, and thank you once again.
Indeed. He turns back to the fire and starts fingering with some sort of trinket on the fireplace, something mechanical. He just winding a hand on it. Okay. Sin and Nan. The roof is fixed. It looks like a pretty good job. What doing?
I was gonna go back into the room and like start casting mending to like slowly repair it, like piece by piece.
Okay. And when you doing that as ritual?
No. Well,
it's a slot.
it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, cool. But you will have to walk through the bar to get to this situation. Rook, have you gone to bed?
No, I'm still just sat there shotting whatever this liquid is. I'm assuming it's like tequila or something.
Yeah, it's strong stuff. It doesn't really have a taste. It more has a
Absinthe.
a burn. Yeah, it's like a burn rather than a taste that you experience when you
Just
when you-
shotting absinthe.
I don't want to even talk about my experience.
Oh dear.
Black. Have you ever had black absinthe?
No,
Oh.
I don't think I want to.
No, you don't. Let's try to play Cluedo.
God.
Cluedo with my friend. It was disastrous. Yeah, sorry. You are sipping this near on pure isopropyl alcohol from a shot glass. You're quite into it by now. So you guys walk in. The place is pretty much shut up for the night. And there's a rook on your left as you come in with a bottle. What do you do, Sin and Nan?
I'm not really sure there's a lot I can do. Oh, okay. Well,
What would Nan do? That's what Nan.
Nan would go probably look, probably notice, and then go get some water from the kitchen and kind of just place it down, but not really hang about very much. I think kind of just go, make sure you drink some water. She's seen a lot of people get drunk in this bar. It's not really that unusual.
Yeah, you're
so.
well aware of the effects of alcohol on humanoids.
Even if they are big bugbears.
Yeah, you are proffered a flagon of crisp cold water from the box.
Actually, Rook, have you eaten yet?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some food.
No,
as well.
no.
You
it's fine.
you cannot continue to. I mean, you can continue to do that. I'm not going to stop you drinking, but it's probably better if you don't do it on an empty stomach.
It's fine. Don't know what you're on about.
Okay.
Make a insight, please, Nan.
I'm worried that we're going to have to get Sin to do like a cure poison again. Or something.
Cure disease.
Oh, holy shit! And nat 20.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
For 22.
When Rook says it's fine, you know it's not fine.
It is not fine.
It's not just fine that he thinks he could drink this stuff, but it's also not fine. There's something underneath.
Rook is not too good.
How drunk? So how droopy are the eyes? How aware of
Let's do
like
a D100
surroundings?
to see how
How fucked is Rook?
yeah.
And also, how full is the bottle? Like, how is it? Does it look half empty or?
We'll have a look and see how quickly he's
So,
drank.
That was a 30.
Okay, so it's that sort of swaying, like a little bit. The bottle is sort of 30% gone kind of thing. This is a
Okay.
vodka-ish, clearish thing
I
that
suppose
people
for
normally order. You know, this bottle is the one that they order when it's time for challenges of the sort of come on then, this will put hairs on your chest, and you can see that Mororook has many hairs upon his chest.
yeah, exactly. I think Nan considers watering it down or but she's just not confident enough to try and do that. I think what Nan is going to do is just kind of, instead of going to bed or going and doing anything else, Nan is going to kind of busy herself in the bar and keep an eye on Rook. Kind of as soon as he kind of maybe looks like he's about to pass out, just make sure that he, is comfortable.
Yeah.
Mostly. Put a couple of snacks next to him.
Yeah, you go about your sort of basically when you previously worked for Treese, you potter between the tables, wiping down, sweeping out. There's bits of there's been people knocking out tobacco or smoking pipe and stuff on the floor and on the tables. You're clearing these kind of things away, and then you know there's pots and pans that could always do with a couple of polishes, but you do it and you kind of peering out from the kitchen into the main space. And Rook, do you just carry on with your shots?
Yep. Shot after shot.
You're just trying to get down this bottle.
Are there like any jobs? Are there any things that need doing that in the bar that Rook could do, even if he's drunk, that make him feel useful? What are the ways that I can distract him from drinking?
There are barrels.
Get him in a fight.
You could check the barrels. You need to know if they're empty. You can make an investigation, see if these barrels are time to change those over.
Yeah, let's see if the barrels are.
Go for it. Yeah, give them a good old tap. Give us an investigation rolls. You could you won't even need to roll for it. You could turn on the tap and see if they're going. Let's see if there are any that are empty. Yeah, one of them is empty or near enough empty. You've got the option just to waste a bit, and you think that it would be enough to change the barrel.
Yeah, I don't know whether this is a good idea either, because I don't want to, one, waste alcohol because Treese might be mad, and two, I don't want something to get ruined because Treese will be mad. I think, even though I think this is me, this is all that I can really do. I wish that Nan was better at talking to people, but she's not.
She's not. She's still.
But she will at least make sure that you don't, kill yourself with alcohol.
Yeah. Oh god, that's bright, isn't it? It's too bright. Yeah. So, Sin, you come in and notice the same thing. Slightly afterwards, and you probably are actually. You're currently a spider.
So I'm going back into my half
Giant
form.
spider?
Yeah, it was a giant one. I would have expected that I would turn back into a normal person once I hit ground, But since she just forgets.
Yeah. Do you in the door as a spider then realise you should change, or do you change as you're sort of on the way round?
Say she's in front of the door, wondering why the fuck is it so small? And then oh yeah, I'm a spider. And then we'll go back.
Yeah, just yeah, okay. I like it.
So I just see Nan freaking out, like having a small mental breakdown after seeing Rook.
Yeah, you just see like polishing furiously, but looking over at Rook in the corner to your left. And you see Nan's eyes fixed at scrubbing the bar.
I wonder. I don't think I have calm emotions as a druid. I think that's only a cleric spell, if I'm not mistaken.
Can I gesture for Sin to come over? Sin,
Yeah.
Sin, you do spells. Do you have like a sleep spell? Maybe you could put Rook to sleep?
Sleep spell? I don't think so.
That would be brilliant.
I was looking at that earlier because I had plans on doing stuff once you guys are knocked out. But I do have something that can make him appear dead.
Hang on a minute. I've got a slumber berry.
Oh.
Do you remember? Do you remember? Because you wanted it. Sin. What does a slumber berry do again, Pete? Does it do bad? If it does bad, I don't want to.
No, I had a
Rook string.
You're gonna spike Rook.
Gonna
just-
roofie Rook. We do not condone this behaviour, folks.
I mean, it's spiking for a good reason. Like, that's a weird phrase to say.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
It just reminds me of in eventually go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
Oh, now you've made me look back through loads of stuff to find it.
I'm sorry. I should have
Go
written it down.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
I'm so sorry. I actually tried to look it up recently. That's the only reason that I actually remember, and I couldn't actually find it like in any of the books or something like that. I think it was something special.
Wild monsters, but hold on.
Sorry though, Sin, I completely cut you off. What did you say that you were going to think about doing? I'm so sorry.
Give me a minute to try to find the spell again. Oh, okay, yeah. It was it's a new spell I learned called Feign Death. So I could put him in a death-like state so that
I don't know which is better.
you want me to kill him, not really just appear dead, or you want to drug him. That's your two options.
I don't either. Both of these options are ethically and morally sort of ambiguous.
Wrong.
Well, we can flip a coin or roll d20. Up to you.
Well, you could not try and kill or roofie Rook.
I'm
I'm
not
not
rude.
gonna kill
Let's
you.
not call it roofing.
Let's be honest. That's exactly what you're trying to do.
Well, if anyone want to know, I have gentle repose, so
Here we go. A spherical whiteberry with
Oh,
black
great.
spots.
So we won't kill him at least.
Once
No.
consumed, you fall asleep for 10 minutes.
10
if
minutes.
you take any damage or someone wakes up, you regain consciousness immediately. So it's a 10-minute sleep.
I'm
Do you know what we
not-
could do?
Hour now.
I'm not
We
gonna
could-
kill him. It's
Look at
not
that. I knew
killing
exactly
him.
where it was.
It's not going to kill him. So
No,
we.
it's like a death-like state.
So
Just for
Well, yeah.
anybody who's interested, it's this Monsters of
Okay,
the
cool.
Feyland.
Nice, nice.
if I try and put the berry in his drink, he passes out for 10 minutes asleep, and then we pour the rest of it away and we make him think that he's drank it all. And that it's time for bed.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down.
I just don't really. Pete,
Because
can
every
I?
drunk has always reacted perfectly when you do something like that.
okay,
Always
it's
gone
10 minutes.
super well when you.
It's 10
Pete.
minutes, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes. Pete, can I?
Okay.
Do I think is there some kind of check that I can do that I think that it's going to be really bad if Rook finishes this bottle of alcohol?
Well,
Like,
we're doing. We're thinking that there might be some sort of constitution throw in a little while for
okay.
the way that Rook is going down this bottle. We use the
Points
dice to
of
kind of get the
exhaustion
rate
for a hangover.
of drinking. So that was a third,
It's quite fast.
Probably about halfway through this bottle by now.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know, the more that I'm thinking about it, the more that I'm thinking the problem isn't the drinking of the alcohol. The root problem is the reason of drinking the alcohol that I cannot solve. I'm trying to solve a problem that I can't solve because I don't have the conversational skills.
Proper orcs.
Just so
Yeah.
you know, if you do make him eat the berry, I have as a ritual as a spell feign death.
That's what I
might-
have. That's what
Yeah.
I had. That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah,
But she's like,
It's
nah,
that-
nah, don't kill him. Let me
isn't
roofie him
dead,
instead.
but he can't move. He can't move.
Yeah, he can't move. It's like that, so we just dispelled it.
I love how Rook is like oblivious to this like proper meta that's going on right now. Rook's just like downing shots. It's like
The two of them are sitting in the booth, just like, no, you do it. No, you do it. No, you do it.
I was gonna do it, but she stopped me. She's like, "Oh wait, let me try this. Let me try this."
I'm not.
instead."
I'm not going to do the berry thing. It's just not.
Right.
Though it's quite an interesting insight into. Nan's
I'm
life.
gonna go ahead and ritual cast
Hello,
the spell.
Joy.
I don't have any more spell slots of that level.
so as you're about to raise your hand and start doing this, Nyala and Sarah Van Arden walk in. You see
Oh.
Brooke drinking, you see some sort of discussion going on at the bar, you see Sin about to like start doing
No, I was gonna go sit with Rook and just start like doing it in front of him, see what he would do.
Oh,
Doing
okay.
what in front of me?
Tell me
That's
how
all,
that goes.
but you don't know what I'm doing.
How does it look to Rook?
Well, it's a ritual, right? So
Uh-huh.
I
Can
would
I
like
just
to.
point out that the first thing Arden's going to see walking through the door is Sin casting a spell.
Yeah. You see Sin.
That doesn't
start-
help your case.
Tell us how it looks, Sin. How does this
Oh, for
ritual
fuck's
appear
sake.
to people?
Oh wait, Sin. You actually have to be willing.
Oh shit. Oh fuck, is it?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
You touch
let
a
me-
willing creature.
Oh, alright.
They're not a DC if it isn't somebody willing.
No,
Yeah.
there's no
No.
save or anything on it. It's,
Oh,
it's
okay.
got to be willing.
Oh.
We
Rook.
could make one,
I would
but
be like this. Rook. Hey.
Does Sin know this while attempting to cast it?
You
but I
wanna
recognize the spell.
No, well, Sin's going to describe what's happening. So, are you going to? You can't. You can't cast a spell because you don't think Rook would be willing to feign death right now.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell him I learned a new magic trick that might like get you up your feet or like make you feel better. Cause judging from how you look like complete shit and miserable. So you want to try
No,
it?
I'm good. No, I'm good.
Sure.
I've got all I need right here.
What are you drinking?
Fuck knows, it's brilliant.
Can I get some?
Yeah, have one.
Yeah. Start
Pour
doing
Pours him a
shots, too.
shot.
Oh, sure.
We just
And start drinking with him.
Okay.
Make sure he doesn't feel it's the bottle, but you know.
Okay. It's at this point that they walk in. So a completely different scene to what you thought you were going to see. You see
Okay.
Sin and Mororook now sharing a drink, and then now ice. Like, no. So now there's two of them now gradually going down this bottle of unnameable.
And I've got Nyala half sozzled on my arm. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah,
a
it kind of like. What?
Oh God, everybody's drinking their sorrows. Oh dear.
Where's Ed?
Head to bed.
Oh.
Valve.
And
That's like midnight or something, right?
Yeah.
Like now?
this is the first night, by the way, guys, that we'll all have our own rooms.
I still have to fix
I think
mine, but-
Nyala isn't going to stay in her room.
What's she gonna do?
In a broom
You'll
closet?
see.
Oh no.
Better.
Nyala,
Rook.
Nan, come join us.
Rook.
Okay.
Don't drink too much because I'm gonna need you to get up in the morning. I've got a present for you. Come to the tower with me in the morning, and you'll see
You
what it
do?
is.
Oh yes, the
On one condition.
thing.
Come drink with me.
It looks,
Both of you, drink.
I
it
had
looks-
a drink. Okay, whatever.
You can drink more. Nan, come drink.
You know she doesn't drink.
Then
Neither
bring a
does.
bring a shot glass of water.
You don't know that Nan doesn't drink. I don't think.
Yes.
Well, she doesn't look.
Come drink.
She doesn't look like she drinks.
I
Hasn't
look
really
over
been
at
with-
Nan. I look
You've got
over towards Nan, and I look over at Rook, and I'm just trying to get a bead on the situation, looking between the two of them and
Okay,
trying
let's
to
have an insight then.
get some kind of message, like that non-verbal kind of
Like
communication.
Okay, then it
Nan,
doesn't
like,
have to be.
what the fuck's
You
kind of
just-
going on here?
It's like a
Yeah. You could do this all through mime if you wish. No.
Brooke, if I'm walking to drink with you, don't walk very straight here. So you would
Okay.
have to catch me.
come on then.
Yes.
And
Just-
she's gonna
There's
continue
this kind of
chugging.
slump of a Niala next to you, and then straightens up.
As a person that grew up in a bar, like, and did this kind of thing from a very young age, like monitored very, very drunk people, I'm just gonna say this is a little close to home for me. So
I'm sorry.
just maybe like we go a little bit light on the descriptions of very drunk people and their
Yeah.
antics,
No,
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
can.
not
That
Yeah,
would
that's
be
fine.
really
Aw,
nice.
so,
Sorry.
18,
I
by
have
the
so
way.
much fun for Sun now.
you're,
You
you're
can
sitting-
describe it, just like not.
Yeah.
Don't go ham on it.
Not super accurate.
No.
there's a sharing of drinks between them. Do you join Nan or do you not?
I do, but I don't do. I sort of maybe the limit is like 2, and maybe even the second one sort of gets
Yeah.
spilled quite a lot.
Eventually the bottle is finished. There is
Yeah.
a rather still morose. Are you? How are you feeling? Rook? Are you feeling that you have your tongue is looser? It
I'm
feels.
feeling a lot better, like a lot happier.
Yeah.
Um.
And you
So
do you think that's because you're with your party?
yes, as like Rook is kind of quite sober, like surprisingly sober,
Yeah, you are.
because Rook can handle a lot. So he kind of looks at you all individually and just kind of, thank you. And I needed this tonight. It was nice to just sit and have a laugh.
Is it?
Albeit at Niala's expense, but here we are.
And you
Is
are,
it because of about the person you talked to me about?
What? What did I talk? What? Who did I talk to you about?
Okay, you think
Oh,
that-
oh, yes. Kind of, sort of.
do you miss her, him, her?
Yes,
Her? Do you miss her? Oh.
yes, a lot. I do miss her.
the rest of you, this is the first time that you've heard.
Well, I'm pretty
this.
sure she'll gonna find her somewhere someday. It just feels nice to have someone.
Yes, it is. It is nice. It's. You feel the alcohol inside of you now.
Yeah,
It's like that, but without the slowing speech, headache, blurred vision. It's like that all the time.
Sounds like we're all looking for someone.
I'm looking for someone.
There is.
I shouldn't say that.
There is
Oh.
a sort of a pause in the conversation, and each of you begins to sort of make excuses and make your way to the rooms that you've now been appointed.
Alright.
Niala needs.
I'm going to
Um,
carry. I'm going to carry Niala up to her room and tuck her in.
Okay. Niala is. Are you a willing passenger on the Rook train?
I'm willing, but if he now don't get jealous, okay? I'm going to through my speech and blurry vision, they're like, Rook,
Mhm.
can you stay?
Not tonight.
I want to cry.
Tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
I don't think I will remember tomorrow. I had 2 different sorts of alcohol at 2 different times. I don't know if I'm going to remember tonight.
If it's on your mind tomorrow, we will talk about it. Okay.
You're silly. It's always on my mind. Always.
Then we can talk about it tomorrow. Come on.
If I remember.
Let's get you up to bed.
Yeah.
You all are tucked in. You variously find your bed. Sin, your room is a little cold.
I was gonna say she wasn't gonna sleep. She was gonna stay up all night to repair the.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll need to take a level of exhaustion on them. In that case, please. But you, with that amount of dedication and effort, you're gradually through the night. You hear this kind of. There's a creaking in the building that you're unfamiliar with. Those of you who are dropping off to sleep, and the sounds of slate and some sort of magic casting that goes on. In the morning, you wake and you make your way downstairs, and
Can I say, because Arden's as sober as a judge, that he knocks on everybody's door in the morning at like a godly hour?
okay, you can, yes, you can indeed. Yeah.
Okay, if you do this, I'm going to run to my room, opening, and throw my pillow at you.
By the time you get to your door, I've already moved on to the next door because I'm just going down the corridor.
Okay.
I'm still aiming at you.
This
Just walking
is
down
a
the corridor.
strange childishness of Arden. Sorry, yes, Sin. Did you say we want to say something, Sin?
Oh snap! Yeah, I just forgot the moment I raised my hand. So, I was gonna say, depending on what time Arden wakes up and starts knocking or stuff, I was gonna say she's gonna go to the temple.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You think that late night the temple might be closed down?
Or no, but like early in the morning.
In the dawn.
Or,
Yeah, the dawn.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Fantastic. Would you have left before Arden? You're feeling.
Probably.
You've been awake all night, and
Yeah,
Arden
so
would have
I'll
slept,
probably.
yeah, you would have
probably
probably
have
left. There's no reply at Sin's door. There is a pillow launched down the corridor towards you. Make a ranged attack.
Okay, range attack.
You are proficient in pillows. So that's your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so so with the modifier, because I have a short bow, so I don't know if that would.
Yeah, I think that because you're proficient in
It
that.
would be a dexterity
Yeah,
Mm.
dexterity
Modifier, but it's
plus your proficiency.
or strength.
Plus strength, right?
No, a dex for ranged attack, isn't it?
Well, that's an 11.
Depends how you do it, if it's throwing or I don't know.
Oh yeah. So what's your AC?
No.
No, completely pummels past you.
It doesn't even make it halfway down the corridor.
Yeah.
Because it's a pillow, she misjudges the weight and it kind of just flops
Yeah.
halfway down before it even reaches me.
Yeah, she's have a hand on her head, like, shut up.
Morning.
Morning. I hate you. I fucking hate you. What time is it? Oh, my fucking head, my fucking head, my fucking head.
Nine.
Oh,
Nan,
shit.
how do you react to the banging on the door?
Nan's usually, well, I mean, she,
It's an
not like
8-hour
she-
rest, I presume it would be if we were up till like midnight.
yeah, she does tend to get up relatively early.
Mhm.
And unless one drink is something that her constitution would, then she's probably already awake and probably kind of goes to the door. Yeah, huh? What?
Already gone past to the next door.
And you see a pillow from like kind of
Yeah, just
look down the corridor.
Slowly
Rook,
closes
how,
the door.
how do you get up?
There's no response.
No response. Okay.
I hate you, damn it.
No response
Ah.
from either Sin or Rook's door.
Okay. I'm not going to hit this morning. I have water and I have something to do before going to the library. So, bye.
It's all right. You get your beauty sleep.
Mm. I swear, one day I'm gonna bite your neck off.
Kinky.
Fuck you! You're not even here.
I mean, you're in the corridor. Everybody can hear.
So I'll let you think about what you do for. Oh yeah, should we have a break?
Yeah.
Quick break.
Yep.
Quick break, everyone. Right. So yeah, welcome back everybody from. I'm not going to try and do anything about toileting because last time it failed. Like it turned into something about putting in your neighbour's garden or something. So yes, welcome back everybody to the game that we are playing. And Sin, you walk in a crisp morning as the doors are various places are being opened and unlocked, and you see the steady stream of people that move towards the towers. And where are you headed? The temple.
To the temple, yeah.
The temple of Melora, where you've been previously. Yeah.
So that I remember correctly, Melora is the goddess of nature,
wild.
right? Or am I thinking of
Wild.
something else? Wild
Well,
man?
the storms.
All right,
Storms
okay,
and
okay.
the tempest.
I thought
Right.
that was cord.
Yeah,
No, she's also of
All
Wild Mother
right.
is of the tempest as well.
That
As far
reminds
as I
me.
remember from my canon.
Which one was the goddess of magic? I just forgot her name every time.
Oh,
Mistra, no?
Morrigan? Oh no, I'm thinking of something else.
Ayun.
Mm,
I knew it was knowledge.
fuck.
The go,
Alright.
the
Continue.
wilderness in the sea is her sort of thing. So yeah, so sea storms and
I'm terrible with the pantheon.
I think it was Mistra, but I'm not sure.
she is called something. There is something about her being tempest as well. I'm sure I've read somewhere, but I can't remember.
There's lots of
Okay.
different things to read, so there's probably something out there that
Yeah.
says she's the Tempest.
So yeah, you well in whatever creation. So she's of the sort of storms and of the sea storms, and you think that maybe coming kind of with the weather that you've experienced in this place with the sharding ice, that this might be something for them having a temple to her here would be quite fitting.
And yeah, Mistra is the goddess of magic, of all magic to be precise.
So yeah, you make your way to the temple. The doors are not open but unlocked.
Alright.
You make your way inside.
I'm gonna go ahead and start asking for the ¿Qué pasó? Y ahí está. Bueno, 2 horas. Porque es mi hija. Tan fácil. I'm gonna go ahead. Fuck. I'm gonna go ahead and start asking for the cleric.
Yeah, Wraith.
See if I can find them.
Yeah, he's in the same room that you found him before.
Oh shit! All right. Did we get his name? We did, right?
Wraith.
Right, yeah.
Right. I did not think I was gonna get this far, to be honest. I did plan the conversation ahead of time.
Can I come back to you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. So everybody is kind of disturbed. Mororook, are you at home?
No. Nope. He's not. Rook's not at the pub.
Everyone, you're downstairs. Kind of.
Actually, I would
Yeah.
just grab just a glass of water, drink it, and rush outside.
Okay. Yeah. So there is a sound, and then Nyala returns to the main area, yeah. How you're all kind of getting ready. There's still no Sin, no Mororook downstairs.
It's just Nan, Arden, and Nyala is here, or did Nyala go out?
Nyala ran out and then came back in, I believe, yes? Did the water not settle well in your stomach? Is that what you were saying, Nyala?
What?
Or am I reading that wrong? You drank the water and then ran out of towards where?
But towards the tiefling, actually, that we were meant to see yesterday.
Okay, so you're dashing out. Okay, so you dash out. It's just it's just Arden and Nan in downstairs waiting for apparently Sin and Mororook.
Where is everyone? Aren't we supposed to leave today for the other part of what we were planning?
You're muted, Luke.
I thought we were going to prepare for a couple of days. It makes sense to stay at least one more night and leave in the early morning. I know everybody has things to do today at least.
Oh.
If we get everything done today, maybe we can go tomorrow, but we'll see. No, Nyala just left. Sin didn't answer the door, and neither did Rook. So, I don't know. You haven't happened to see that tiny little crystal, have you?
Crystal? The ones you gave to the temple?
No, the one that I took out of Ed.
You took a crystal out of Ed?
Yeah,
Wait, did you tell us this?
yes.
It was discussed
Okay.
in the temple.
Quite a little while ago.
Because
Okay.
everybody checked themselves and everything.
Right.
Yeah, and you were all scanned for good and evil. And,
If I remember correctly, though, do correct me, because this might be me remembering wrong, that because you handed over most of the crystals, but you wanted to keep a few.
I've got one. I handed two to Wraith. I have the one remaining one, but then there was also the little mini one that I kept in my pocket.
And Sin stole one of them, but we don't know that.
Stole the little one.
Sin's taken the little one from the pocket, but not the other large.
Sin stole the little one to have a medallion made out of it, and then the person that was working on it got roasted.
Yeah,
No,
but we don't know any of that.
Incorrect.
Not roasted?
Not the person working on it.
It was the assistant that got cooked
Oh, the
alive.
assistant was roasted, but the person who was working on it is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
But we don't know that.
But we don't know that.
yeah.
I have just discovered that I don't have this little crystal anymore, so I'm
But you've
asking
still got your
you.
big one. Maybe.
Yes, I've still got my big
Anyway.
one.
No, I have. I thought you had. I thought you were looking after them. I don't really. They kind of weird me out. I
Just trying to
Is-
remember when I could have lost it.
Roll
There
then.
was the Yetis. What am I rolling?
You can do a history.
History. Oh fuck. Here we
You've
go.
only- You've only told the only people that know about these crystals are us and the people at the temple, unless anyone at the temple has told.
That wasn't
anyone.
very good. That was a 5.
You remember having it at the temple
Mm.
because there was significant conversation that went on around it, and the stowage of the other crystals and the transference of this between people. I mean, you showed in the temple of Melora in the wide open, pulled out one of these things of evil, and Wraith hushed you up and said, "Not here," and not here, and took it. And
Well, I took the
ushered you
little
to-
one out.
Yeah, and ushered you
Yeah.
to a back room. So that was the time you remember explaining the whole situation of finding it buried inside of Ed's remnant of arm.
Maybe I just lost it in the snow. When we were fighting the Yetis or something, or climbing through the inn.
Yeah, well, it might teach me out, but
It was small, it could have fallen out of my pocket.
Just tell us this way.
I have to be more careful with the larger one.
Mm.
Um,
Maybe ask everyone else if they saw it at some point or if they remember anything. But I certainly don't remember other than the temple. I will keep up my eyes out for.
No harm asking the others, I suppose. Right, well. I was going to go to the tower with Rook, but if he's not here and neither is Sin, then it looks like I'm going on my own, unless for some reason you want to come to the tower.
The tower? I've not been to the tower, I don't think. Is this
No.
where you...
The alchemical towers, it's where they do all the weird magic stuff.
Oh, I don't know whether that's really for me.
Yeah, I agree, it's not for me either, but it's useful.
Would you like company? Do you need company?
Sure, unless you've got anything else you want to be doing.
Well, I was meaning to go check on our reindeer and spend some time with them, learning a little bit more about how to care for them when we set out. But
Robinson said he would sort of just was interested that you made it back, and also interested that you showed an interest.
Well, you do that then. I won't hold you up from things that you want to do. So you do that. I'll just go and check and see if Rook is actually in his room asleep or whether he's gone, or I'll check and see if Sin's asleep as well. I don't know. He had drank a fair bit. And then if neither of them are there, then I'll go to the tower.
Though, Arden, I know we all travel together and we kind of are friends. But I find it quite comforting when we are able to do something like what we've just done now and kind of tell each other where we're going. So it's I just want to say it's good to know that if anything happened, I would know to look for you at the tower. Perhaps this is something we should talk to the rest about. If we are...
It's strange that you say this. I was talking to Nyale about it yesterday. I'm concerned that when I was at the tower, this goblin told me of this type of divination magic, scrying, that people with magic, this tiefling, in fact, that I do plan on seeing later today, is capable of doing to find people. But it only came to my mind yesterday that that person that we came across below in the dark seemed very capable of magic as well. And if somebody like that is capable of that magic, and we've taken their crystals, they might be able to find them, or us. And I think maybe we should, I agree with you, start being a little bit more careful.
I've not had many people to kind of watch my back and to be able to offer that in kind, and I appreciate that, but also I'm not quite sure how to ask for that, because I've not had it a lot. So but yeah, I agree. It would be great to
In my history, that's not usually something you have to ask for. It's something that people give.
okay.
And I'd like to think if something happened to me, that the rest of you would come looking.
Mm.
Hence why I was going to try and find Sin, but I don't know, she fell out of the sky. If it's that easy all the time, then nothing to worry about, eh?
Mm. Something quite odd about somebody falling from the sky. I don't think that happens very regularly.
She's a
But-
very odd person.
Yeah.
I don't know what is normal for her. I've given up trying to figure out what. But you strike me as normal. Not in a bad way, just
I don't
not
think
in
I've
a
ever been called normal.
confusing, scary, uncomfortable way. In a good way. Sorry, I don't mean, if that sounded rude, I'm sorry.
No,
Anyway,
I quite like that. I will think, yeah, that's quite nice. Have a good time at the tower, Arden. Be safe.
yes, and enjoy your time with the deer. I will go and I'm going to go and look for Rook.
Okay. Rook, where are you?
Not in my room as Arden walks in.
I knock on the door again.
No reply.
Rook,
Nada.
Rook. Come on, bud, I thought you could handle your drink.
Nada.
I try the door.
Door isn't barred.
It's unlocked.
I open the door and I go in.
As
What do
you
see?
as you walk into Rook's room, you see the bed perfectly made, and on it you see a piece of paper and my axe.
Is this the one from the...
The OP throwy axe.
Oh, you motherfucker. Have you left the party, you bastard?
You see this piece of paper as you walk out. It's kind of like in an envelope, and it's addressed to Sin, Nan, Van Arden, and Nyala.
Well, shit. I pick up the envelope and I read it.
Okay, this is not nice. I'm gonna cry if you really go.
Do you want me to read the letter, or
Yes, read the letter. Or send me the letter for me to read it if I'm the one reading it.
I'm going to send you the letter. I'll send it you on Discord.
Oh, you motherfucker. Right. My friends, I thought it better to do it this way so you wouldn't see me emotional. This isn't going to be easy, but I need you to understand something. I have to go away for a while. You can't follow me. You shouldn't follow me. I can't tell you why. Gods, I wish I could, but it's better you not know. All you need to know is that I have to go and get some answers. I need to venture north, and I need to leave at first light. I know you have your business here, and that you will be looked after with Trees. I will come back if I can, because I'm going to need to get the axe back. Sin, try not to kill the others, please. I know you are someone that will fight to the end for what they believe in. Nyala, you are such a good kitty. Please try not to annoy Sin too much and never stop loving like you do. Nanjala, I'm hoping you will be able to keep them all in line as the one with the most level head and the most down to earth. I know you will lead them well and true. We will all always have your back. Arden, don't do anything stupid until I get back. I need to be there when you do your stupid shit. Hopefully you will find your order. I'm going to miss you all. I will find a way back to you. Family always find each other eventually. Until we see each other again. Captain Alucci Mororook.
You bastard. Oh, she's gonna cry.
You do with that info.
Pick up the letter, I fold it up, I put it in my pocket, and I pick up the axe.
Mhm. It weighs heavy in your hands.
It'll be here for you when you return, my friend. Hope you find what you're looking for. Shit. Trace? Trace!
Some feet, footsteps after some time up the stairs, down, like from downstairs. Yes. What is it?
Did you see Rook leave earlier this morning?
No. What was in his room? Did he sleep?
No, he doesn't look like he even slept in his bed. Can you do me a favor?
I can.
You seem to be very well connected.
I know people, yeah.
A lot of favors and a lot of pockets throughout the city, if I'm not
I might say
misunderstood.
that, yeah.
I don't know when he's coming back, or if he'll come back. I hope he does. But when he comes back, I presume his first place he will look will be here. If we're not here when he arrives, can you find some way to send word?
I can, yes. I shall find a way. I'm sure there are ways. And always call in a paper or two, yeah.
I don't think we'll be able to find him. Doesn't seem like he wants to be found.
Well, he's a foolish boy. Told him to speak to you about it.
What did he say?
Had to go somewhere. Had to find out if something was true. Had to seek some answers that were inside his head that he didn't know. He seemed very confused. He said that he didn't want to involve you because he thought you might be at risk. And he thought that would be best. I told him he was a fool. Well, not in so many words. I told him that you would stand by him through thick and through thin.
Why would he think we would be at risk?
I can't remember. Did you actually say you'd had a vision to the trees?
Nope.
No.
I
have no
just said
idea.
that I was scared.
I have no idea.
I've no idea, but he seemed. Well, the bottle's empty downstairs, I see, so he must have been pretty distraught, I imagine.
Thank you for trying, Trees.
Sorry, say again, big on the step.
That's right. Thank you for trying, Trees.
It's all right. You do know there's only one way out of Kakanzaks, don't you? The gates.
I don't think he wants us to chase him.
To your friend. Going out into that wilderness is not kind.
Yes. Should I tell the others?
They deserve to know.
You're right. You're right. Let them finish their business for today. If any of them do pop back, don't say anything. I'll wait until tonight when they're all back and they've done everything they want to, and I'll tell them.
I hate to hasten to add that if he is leaving, and you do want to be in pursuit, haste. Most important. The snow soon covers tracks. So snow consumes most things.
I looked through the letter again. He said he was going north.
Mm-hmm. The forest.
There's so much north. There is a whole world north.
You have Nan with you. He is most able, tracking, following. If you're quick, you might. If you delay,
How long has it been since first light? How many hours?
well, you said it was 9 long.
Well, I was just guessing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so when you were banging, maybe 8:30, 9 sort of thing. So it's spring, so probably sunrise, probably about 7.
Damn it. Have you seen Sin? Do you know where she's gone?
Oh yes, I did see Mistress Sin. She left early, heading towards the temple.
Right. And Nyala, did you see Nyala? Which direction did she go?
She followed you down. She left by the back door. Didn't say where she was going.
Shit. Okay, right. Nana's gone to the deer. That's helpful. Should be there when we need to go. I'll go and get Sin. I'll go and get Nyala, and then fuck it, we'll chase after him. If he's got to go somewhere, we'll go with him.
Yeah. Okay. So where do you head first? Yeah,
I'm going to go after. I'm going to go after Sin first because at least I know where she is.
You've got as you run downstairs quite quickly. Nan is there.
Oh, Nan hasn't left yet.
Probably would be pottering around before nobody ate breakfast, so you know.
Okay.
Should
That Nan with her kitchen decks would have definitely decked herself up for some breakfast.
Yeah. You all don't look after yourselves in game. I'm
True.
worried about this.
Yeah, but in D&D, there's only so much time you want to spend having
know.
breakfast, making your bed, brushing your teeth, combing your hair, getting dressed.
Only just in game.
I do enough of this stuff in real life. I don't want to have to do it again.
Sorry, yeah. Go.
You love it when what? Sorry, Nan.
I love it when people describe breakfast, like especially you. Sorry, I've got a thing about
the bacon had the perfect amount of sizzle as it came off of the pan.
I made the other party describe their breakfasts like the other day. That was really
Just
good.
Salt Bay. Anyway, but yeah, so Arden will come down the stairs, see Nan. He looks particularly driven at this point. He's like, okay, this is what we're doing. Fuck it. Like, let's get up and go.
She's holding snacks.
Arden places down the letter on top of one of the snacks. Read that. Get the deer ready. We're leaving now. Rook's gone. We're chasing him.
Oh, Rook's gone. She definitely does not read the letter.
Oh yes, he doesn't read.
I love that. Just like,
Read.
oh,
You still don't
Rook's
know
That
this.
gone.
slipped my mind, but we don't know that in character. That she doesn't read.
No, it's fine. You know, she hasn't really, you know, it's not something that you
That's
said.
just like
They
snatched
told
and like
us.
put on spot completely. Like
I love
But you
that.
said Rook's gone.
Just oh, Rook's gone. No emotion. Just mothers.
What do you mean? What do you mean Rook's gone? What? Put down the snacks and the letter. And, words. What's happened?
I picked the letter back up and I put it in my pocket and just like, I don't know what he's doing. He's got something he needs to do. He's left.
No.
But
Okay.
I don't trust him to go out in that cold on his own. I mean, we've all seen what happened to him last time. So
I mean,
we
there's
just need
that,
to-
but also what needs to be done that can't be done together, I suppose. Okay, let's find where
we
everyone else is.
We literally just said how much it was nice to have somebody to have our backs.
Mm.
Now's the time for us to have his. Get the deer ready. I'm going to go and find Sin and Nyala. We'll meet you at the gates, ready to go.
mhm.
Okay. Do you know where Sin and Nyala are?
I know
Mhm.
Sin has gone towards the temple apparently at first light. Nyala, I haven't got a.
Can I try and track Nyala?
Yes, you can.
You know,
I mean, you can try.
are there any, like, she's only recently left, maybe within 20 minutes, half an hour? I don't know whether there would.
And there was snowfall, if you remember last night.
Yeah, there would be paw prints, because her feet are very different to everyone else's feet because she doesn't wear shoes or
I
wraps or
would
anything.
stand
does
out
she?
in this city for sure.
Well, I in fact did wrap some bandages around my feet.
They would
Oh,
look
you
different, though.
sneaky
You would
cat.
tell that these are different shaped. They are not your typical hominid form.
Oh, Ketu can help. Ketu,
Well, are you going after? Are you going after Nyala then, and I'll go and get Sin?
I'll go after Nyala. Yeah. I give a whistle to see whether Ketu's around. Also some scraps of
Why?
meat.
Why do I feel like
near
you've got
near,
the
near
easy
the
job?
near the Arga, the little head pokes out with the double blink.
Sorry, what did you say, Luke?
Said, why do I feel like you've got the easy job? To Nan.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we are kind of splitting up two people that like opposite kind of. If Sin is
Yep.
slightly warmer towards Nan and Nyala is slightly
Yep,
warmer
but you're the
toward
one
him.
with the tracking capability, and we
True.
don't know where Nyala's gone. So here we go. Right.
Okay.
So, okay, with Ketu, you can do it with add.
Oh, okay. What am I rolling?
A survival is how you would track.
Okay, cool. Just in case. Come on, D&D Beyond. That one wasn't great. Let's see whether the next one is better. The next one is a little bit better. 16 is the
There
higher.
are some tracks that lead towards the district where you went before.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that district. I'm going to be very careful. Almost, but oh no, not really. No, I'm going to do it as fast as I can. I'm going to just kind of try and follow the tracks, follow the sun.
You show you say Nyala to Ketu, or and Ketu, and then Ketu's gone out the door.
I chase.
Little feet sniffing on, bright eyes, little foxy tail, little tail in the air, wagging, moving between the buildings, weaving through legs and stuff like that, and you run after and get back into that area of the town that you're not concerned with. You didn't really like, got on, had a very bad experience there, you actually meet up with Nyala because you're running and Nyala's proceeding. You would
be running, in fact. She
Huh?
would be running to
She
go.
would be running. Okay. You find this strange little hut.
So Nyala's okay. So I get to a
stops
hut.
at the door, and there is a small ramshackle shack type thing with lots of silks and stuff inside. And the smell
With a door.
It's open. The door is open, and there's silks hanging, and there's a smell of incense that wafts out.
Hello. I peek in. Nyala.
You're inside.
Nan.
Nyala. Hello.
I saw this.
Oh my god.
Is this the pink tiefling?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh. Hello.
Welcome. Haha. See, I said a friend would come by, didn't I? Yeah.
This is really poor timing.
This is the first time that Nan's hearing this tiefling talk. Is kind of like, is that how we are supposed to talk? Nyala.
Nan. I need to do something really quick and a bit private. Can you give me like 20 minutes?
About that, Rook has gone, and if we are going to find him and follow him, I believe we need to leave now. So we are all meeting.
I'm sorry, what?
Arden came downstairs, and there was a letter. I don't know what it said, but he said Rook's gone, and to get everyone. So I came to find you with Ketu. I give Ketu a little pat. Well done, Ketu. Good work.
You can see on her face that she went to a very posed smile, like it just went completely down when you told the letter and be like,
We think he has left the city.
Yeah.
Well, you said Mororook?
He's a fucking barbarian bugbear that I am going to kill when I see him. This fucking little monkey rat, hairy fucking dog.
He says, I know of whom you speak.
Oh,
did he come to see you?
If I am correct, and you value your friend, he may be in grave danger. I think he needs to do something foolish.
I think I know you have business, Nyala. I'm sorry. We should.
Can you find him? Can you tell me where he's heading?
I can attempt to show you. I can only show you what you see. I can't show you what he saw.
Show me. I want to see everything.
I can tell you what he saw.
Tell me.
He saw you dead. He saw you dead. That's why he's gone, I guess.
Hmm.
Idiot. You know where he's heading to, right?
Nan, you know. Just
Hmm?
you know the direction north.
Right.
And he says Jakarta.
What?
Jakarta.
This is where he's going.
Indeed. That's where I believe the vision was.
Right.
The theatrics have kind of dropped from his voice, obviously.
I'm going to kill him. This is exactly why I need research on feelings. I don't know
Oh.
to protect myself against them.
Arden, you are at the doors of the temple. And
Right.
Sin, you are in the room having a discussion.
Right. Because I didn't think we were going to get to that real fast.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
still trying to
fine.
figure out the conversation.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was planning on asking Rafe,
Yeah, right.
Rafe, if he was able to find any information about the peaks or like what we might find over there and stuff.
Yeah. So Wraith is like he starts pulling out a book from the shelves and says, "Indeed, indeed, I did. I found this." And he starts showing you a closer map of an ancient looking map of the peaks. It shows you an old path that goes up and says, "This is very old. It leads to caves where things were hidden long ago. But that is not a good place to be. The West. The West is honorable. If you go there, be most careful."
And is he like what the map for me to take, like so I can take it?
Yeah, if you wish to.
I'm gonna take it and then I'll say, what should I say? What should I say? It's
If you bring the artifact here that I spoke of, you should find it in this cave. I believe this is the closest information that I can discern. It may be, it still certainly resolve the problem of the age of your bugbear and tiefling companion, and may be at least parts to maybe stemming the growth of your elderly friend.
Alright. This is more than enough than what we might need. We're probably not enough because we don't know what's over there exactly. But this is a good head start. So thank you. And then I'm
He says,
leave out of his sight
Mhm.
and like I don't know, probably go somewhere else in the temple so I could get some privacy.
Yeah.
And like just trying to hide away.
Yeah.
And like just start reading, taking my time to go through everything.
Yeah, you're going through the map. As you go to walk out his door, he says, I would take some time to pray while you're here.
To pray?
To pray. To whatever God it is you worship.
Doesn't follow a god. That's wrong. No, she does not. Hmm. Uh, sorry, but I'm not much of a religious person.
Very well. I will pray for you when you're safely changed. As you walk out, you try and find your your private space. You don't, as the doors burst open and there is a frantic-looking Arden
God fucking damn it.
charging
One
down
minute.
the middle aisle towards the front altar, walking around the font that's in the center, straight up to you where you've kind of crossed across the front of the main dais at the front. Arden, what do you tell him?
Then grab your things, we're leaving. Now. Rook's gone off north, we're following him.
How do you know this?
Left a letter last night. Left him first light. If we're going to follow him and keep trail of him, we need to go now.
Does he want us to follow him?
Regardless. We're following him. If you're going to take this long to decide whether you're going to follow him, you can stay here on your own. I don't care. We're going.
All right. Bye.
Should have expected nothing different. Turn around and I'll walk off.
Okay. So you proceed out to the where
Oh.
you'll
One more thing.
Mhm.
Is Wraith still there?
Wraith is in his little office, anything off to the side, a little
I'll knock on the door. Wraith,
yes.
keep those crystals safe. Don't give them to anyone. Do you hear me? Anyone. Keep them secret. Keep them safe.
I will do so. They should be safe within our vaults.
Even if he indicates behind himself, she asks for them. No one. Do you hear me?
No one will get their hands upon these.
Good.
Oh
Thank
my
you for your
God.
help.
Okay.
And then he turns and leaves.
Cool. Yeah, you make your way to the deer. Sin, what do you do now that Arden walks out and leaves you standing?
She's gonna do what she was planning to do and read the map and everything she needs to do so that she could go alone or with them, depending on what happens, to the peaks. She's
Okay.
gonna get prepared.
Cool. So you want to go after the treasure that is the artifact.
Yeah, but not right now. She's just preparing everything.
Yeah. Okay. You read over the stuff. Right. Cool. So you run out through the thing, Arden. Your monk agility allowing you to weave through the throng of people, and you arrive at the gates and you're let outside. And Nan and Nyala are sort of making their way outside.
Can I ask something to
Yes.
as a tiefling before leaving? I'm pretty mad, but I still have my sense in of what I wanted to ask. And then look at that and I'm like, he's going outside to see the beast, right? If we are leaving immediately.
Sorry, say again.
Saying to Nan, I'm like, we are going to the beast if we have to leave immediately, right?
We're going to, sorry, the beast?
Yeah, the
Idea.
a deer. Thank you.
Oh, we will collect the deer. Yes, yeah.
I really need to know something. Go see Arden. Tell him that I'm him. And I'm going to kick Rook ass. Because I'm pissed. But I need to know something.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Just
Are you staying here? We need to.
give me 20 minutes or 10 minutes. I'll be here.
I won't force you. No.
Okay, so there you are left alone, and Nandu proceed off trying to meet up with the beasts.
Yeah.
Yes, Nyala, what would you like to ask your...
You show Rook something about a death. Me, I want to see my past. I want to see. I'll never tell the other, but I do give a shit about who I am.
Mhm.
So I'm asking you to see who I am. I am getting visions. I am getting singing. I am getting a whole bunch of things since I get out of this whole dark cave about a part I don't remember until I came here. I want to know.
He says, very well. Join with me. And he sits with you, and again, the orb is taken aside and the runes are gathered. And he
Oh dear.
he gathers the runes.
Oh boy. What did I ask?
We've got actual runes. Oh no.
Oh boy.
You're getting a proper tarot reading.
Mhm.
No, they're excited, I think.
Are these like the runes that you would use for augury?
For Helen. So I've turned them, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'll have to do the proper reading of them with my guide later on. So I will tell you in a DM. All right.
Okay.
Nyala,
Yeah, you were told your fortune. And you just must take that for now. However you do, and you now must proceed and catch up with your friends.
Thank you. Think about it.
Very well.
Okay. Take care of yourself.
If you should happen by, my door is always open.
Yeah, yes.
He follows
May
you outside as you leave.
May Mistra help you.
He says yes, and may Melora go with you. He
Yeah.
follows you outside, and the kids are out there, and they're like, "Go on, do it!" And some little kids running around in the kind of the urban sprawl of the living bit, and he's like, and he casts dancing lights, and they dance around. The little kids like chase him, but you know you have no time to fraternize here. You must move, and you run and you meet at the edge of Kakanzak, and you are all together there, ready to go.
On the
Sim.
way, I'm kind of crying because I kind of feel a bit played because he told me he would be here tomorrow. So I'm kind of crying, but I just before going to the other, I'm wiping my face, trying to count down, getting a bit of snow, and trying to get my eyes less red. Obviously, not working well. So I just catch up and like pretty mad and look at both of them like, okay, Sin is not coming. I am not surprised. She's a selfish little
I haven't
shit.
told you that yet.
Well, I can see she's not here. She's a selfish little shit. So we are going, and I don't care what you told me, Arden, about violence or anything like that. I am beating his shit out.
You stand about to leave, and then running through the gates, you find Sin coming out of the gate. Is that right? You said you wanted to. Can you be? I can be running late. Oh yeah. You don't know. I can be running late. Sorry, I thought you said, "Can you be running late?" Sorry. Are you running late? What are you doing, Sin? Are you staying? Are you going to catch up with him?
I am staying.
You're staying. You're staying at Kansas. Okay. So you all end up about to board up the thing, and that is where we'll end the session. It's inside. Nyala, Arden, and Nan ready to go, and Mororook somewhere in the wastes. Now,
Sorry, can I just double check that Arden? Would you have said Sin's not coming?
Yes.
Like you did. Okay.
I'd have said she's staying. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So this is actually quite serious because we may actually be losing George as a player because of George's new job. We tried to write it into the plan of the game.
Yeah. So basically, my new job is Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh fuck!
And it's bar work, so it's till probably around now.
Oh,
yeah, that's
which is
difficult.
Which is why I messaged Pete and I was like, I've got last week and this week because I start tomorrow.
However, Monday, Tuesday, how is everybody set?
I'm free.
Either I can move my work schedule.
I'm good for either.
Like
You'll do that.
Yeah, I start a new
party. See, they are your party, Mororook. They're doing it.
You can do it.
I've got one thing that I would need to move, but or cancel because I don't really care about that.
For a regular Monday slot, then. What do we say? Monday or Tuesday? It's up to you guys. I don't mind.
I mean, Monday's always a shitty day, so it's nice to have something to look forward to on it. Maybe
on what day? Sorry,
on a Monday. Do it on a Monday. Up to the others.
I know that this is quite a confrontational question though, but like this is about a schedule thing, and because it is completely okay if people do want to leave a game for a reason that they want to leave a game, but this is about George's schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is I really don't want to leave, but work.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's shit. Yeah, I'm like. So what do people think? Monday, Tuesday?
Well, Monday is my day from work from home, so I don't mind.
So Monday.
What's best for you, Dears?
Oh, I don't work. I'm good all week.
Okay,
So
So-
should we say a Monday then?
Yeah,
Monday?
whatever works for you guys. Like,
Because that means I don't have to
I'm-
shift the fragments game either. I can leave that on. No, I know you. We already discussed it. Basically they were all up for moving as well, so that you could continue the game as well. So they were going to shift to Wednesday if need be. But they all said like.
Oh, well, that's nice of them. But
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's nice of them to keep.
look at these
coming
good
together.
eggs.
We love you, George. We don't want you to go.
Yeah.
Fuck you, George. Don't leave.
Yeah.
oh,
You can't
Oh,
leave.
no,
if
no,
you
you're
wanted
crying.
to.
You made me cry too, so that's fair.
Good. That was our plan. Me and
Oh,
George
no.
were planning
Yeah.
to make everybody cry.
I was,
Right.
yeah.
because
In
like,
IRL as well.
yeah, because like originally I was going to do it when I was piss drunk, and then I was like, no, you know what? I've got a better idea. Have one night of like festivities, and then just leave the note.
all right, quick question. Since I was up all night, when I have heard him leave, like, come on, I have to. I have
I
a
think
extremely high perception. I must have heard him leave.
You might have even heard him leave, but you were focused on fixing a roof.
Bum, bum, bum. You're making some noise as well. Covers your
Well, it's just
passive
mending.
perception.
It's just them snapping back together.
Yeah. Yeah, you might have heard him leave, but
Ambient noise outside.
I don't
wind.
think he would have followed. Well, is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't have cared. It's like,
Yeah. Sin, I don't think
this
Sin
thing
would
is
have been
already
focused
pretty
on getting a
low,
roof.
so
fixed.
yeah.
Okay, cool. I will end this end this recording anyway, and I will
Well-
cut that end bit out. But
Well, there's something good to look forward to. It's not as long now until our next session.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
a
good
full
point.
week now.